My parents canceled my 18th birthday because my sister was too distraught. My parents called off my 18th birthday celebration at the last moment because my demanding older sister insisted on it. That same evening, my grandfather disowned them and took me to live with him. I turned 18 just a few days ago, but my parents abruptly canceled my party because my sister, who wasn't even supposed to be home, threw a tantrum. Initially, I was thrilled she wouldn't be around for my party. But, as luck would have it, her planned trip to New York City with friends was delayed due to severe Midwest storms, grounding all flights. She was supposed to leave 3 days before my birthday, but the cancellation left her stuck at home, sulking. My parents, always cautious not to upset her, treated her like royalty. She's the favored child, after all. On the morning of my birthday, she demanded my celebration be scrapped because she wasn't in the mood for festivities. Without hesitation, my parents sent cancellation messages to all invited guests. I only found out later that evening when no one showed up. When I asked why, they admitted they'd canceled because my sister was too upset and they thought a party would be inappropriate. I was livid and let them have it. This wasn't a one-time slight. My parents have always prioritized her, expecting me to step back and adjust my entire life. I've complied for years, but this was the final straw. They'd eagerly offered to throw me a grand 18th birthday bash, inviting friends and family, only to cancel it without consulting me, all because my sister was upset about her postponed trip, something beyond anyone's control. They even lied to guests, claiming I was suddenly ill with a migraine and shouldn't be disturbed, ensuring no one contacted me. I only learned the truth when I confronted them. I lost it, yelling at them for their unfairness. Their only concern was that I might wake my sister from her nap. When she came downstairs, she defended our parents, saying it was heartless to celebrate while she was upset. She had the gall to call me spoiled and entitled. Furious, I cursed at her and grabbed her hair, leading to a physical scuffle. Our parents separated us, and amidst the chaos, we missed the doorbell. To their surprise, my grandfather stood at the door. He's a formidable figure in our family, respected and feared, especially by my parents. Seeing the commotion, he demanded answers. I spilled everything. How my parents always favored my sister, how this wasn't a one-off but a lifelong pattern, and how they'd canceled my milestone birthday without a second thought. I'd always kept quiet about their favoritism, feeling it was too petty to share, but this time, I held nothing back. My grandfather was horrified. He revealed he'd been financially supporting our family for years, covering their struggling business and even funding my party. He berated my father for their blatant favoritism, calling it traumatic for me. My sister foolishly argued, claiming her canceled trip justified ruining my day, but my grandfather shut her down, calling her entitled and reminding her the world didn't revolve around her. Angered further by her defiance, he declared he'd cut off all financial support to my parents. Then, he turned to me, offering to take me away from their toxic environment. My parents didn't care about me leaving. They were only upset about losing his money. I packed my things while they pleaded with him, then left with my grandfather without looking back. In the car, he apologized for not intervening sooner, admitting he should have acted long ago. Now living with him, I've ignored my parents' calls and messages, though I read them. They've sent apologies, claiming they prioritized my sister because she's fragile, and assumed I was strong enough to handle their neglect. She's 23, 5 years older than me, and should be the resilient one. Their excuses rang hollow. I knew they only wanted me back to secure my grandfather's support. I told my father I'd only return if they made my sister move out, given she's been working for 2 years and should be independent. They called me heartless, but I stood firm. Growing up, my sister always came first. I had to leave her favorite foods untouched, wear her hand-me-downs, and avoid copying her style, even if it meant foregoing trendy clothes. These small slights piled up, but I never thought they warranted complaining to relatives. My grandfather, a respected former lawyer and wealthy patriarch, was too busy caring for my dying grandmother last year to notice my struggles. After her passing, I didn't want to burden him with my grievances. Now I'm grateful for his support and our strong bond. He's promised to cover my college expenses, and I plan to stay with him until I leave for school. I recently learned why my parents favored my sister. They only wanted one child, but my mother got pregnant with me 5 years later. They planned to terminate, but my maternal grandparents convinced them otherwise. Tragically, my grandparents died in a car accident during my mother's 8th month, triggering her emotional breakdown. She blamed me for her misfortune, and though she recovered, my parents resented keeping me. They considered adoption, but my paternal grandparents intervened. Knowing this, I'm done with them. They punished me for something I didn't cause. I'm slightly upset with my grandfather for not telling me sooner, but I understand his hesitation. He's my only ally now, and we're building a great life together. 3 days ago, my sister confronted me outside school, blaming me for stressing our parents and demanding I retract my condition. I threw her own logic back at her. If I can't be happy, neither can she. When she attacked me, my friend, a football player and now my boyfriend, stepped in, effortlessly restraining her. I slapped her and warned her I'd call the police if she tried anything again. My grandfather laughed when I told him about my condition, agreeing my parents deserved it. 2 days later, my parents messaged, saying they'd keep my sister at home, claiming I was too jealous and petty to be around her. They admitted they only wanted me back for my grandfather's money, but my mother's brother had stepped in to fund their business, so they no longer needed me. They called me violent and ungrateful, ignoring that my sister attacked me first. I blocked them before they could block me. I'm thriving with my grandfather, who's covering my college costs. I've been accepted to several schools and am awaiting responses from top choices. My extended family on my father's side has cut off my parents after learning the truth, and my sister has reportedly moved out. My boyfriend and I are going strong, and I'm surrounded by new friends at college. My grandfather and I are closer than ever, and despite his past mistakes, he's my favorite person. I've forgiven him, and we've moved forward, leaving my parents and sister to face the consequences of their actions. I'm truly happy now. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories. Get more experiences.